All right, let's dive right in. Welcome to today's explainer. Look, whether you're watching a generated video, animated, highly based on a script provided for an Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn post, or one of those super fast-paced reels, you have definitely seen the massive hype around AI lately, right? It's everywhere. But today, we're actually cutting through all that social media noise. We are doing a real deep dive into a solution built specifically to solve a massive problem for fast-growing Indian businesses. We're talking about eliminating that sluggish operational bloat. So let's get focused and unpack what Patience AI is all about. So ask yourself this: how much are repetitive, mundane tasks actually costing your business? Think about that visceral, everyday pain. You know, a support team that's just completely drowning in customer tickets, or a highly skilled, highly paid sales team spending half their day literally just copy-pasting the exact same email templates. It is incredibly frustrating. But here's the thing. As the source material points out, this isn't actually a people problem. It's a tools problem. We have Indian enterprises scaling at absolute breakneck speeds, but they're chained to manual processes that belong in the past.
Let's actually do the math on this, just to put it into perspective. Imagine a mid-sized company, say operating right out of Pune. They are handling roughly 50,000 support tickets every single month. Now, at an average manual resolution cost of around 35 rupees per ticket, well, that is 17.5 lakh flying out the door every single month just on basic ticket resolution. It's a pretty staggering number when you isolate it like that.
But wait, here is the truly absurd part. A massive 35% of those 50,000 tickets, meaning over a third of that entire 17.5 lakh expense, is spent answering the exact same routine questions on a loop. We're talking about things like, what's my order status? How do I reset my password? What's the refund policy? You've basically got your talented human support staff trapped acting like actual machines. It's ridiculous, frankly. And the scary part is, it's happening across support, operations, and HR teams all over the place right now. Enter Patience AI. To actually fix this, you need a complete mindset shift away from that whole Silicon Valley move fast and break things mentality. Built by ex-machine learning engineers in Pune, the core philosophy of Patience AI is captured perfectly right here: product first AI. They are aggressively opposed to slideware. You know, that AI built just to look good in an investor pitch deck? Yeah, they don't do that. They are entirely focused on measurable, real-world outcomes that you can literally take to your CFO. We're talking definitively deflected tickets, automatically qualified leads, and significantly faster internal operations. Let's move on to their core products and voice AI. Okay, so the foundation of their entire AI command center is what's called production-grade RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. Now, if you're new to that term, don't worry. All you really need to know is that this is the technology that keeps the AI totally safe. It strictly forces the AI to securely search only your company's own internal knowledge base to come up with answers. So you have ironclad guardrails in place. You get accurate, completely hallucination-free answers. The AI is never going to go off script and say something legally compromising or embarrassing to a customer, which, let's be real, is absolutely vital if you're rolling this out at an enterprise level. And when we look at their voice AI, they are just firing on all cylinders. They boast a sub-700 millisecond latency, which means the AI responds basically instantly. Then there's barge-in support, meaning a human can actually interrupt the AI mid-sentence, exactly like you would in a natural, everyday conversation. But the absolute game changer? The language support. English, Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada. An AI that only speaks English is basically useless for the reality of the broader Indian market. Being able to serve customers authentically in their native language is a massive, massive competitive advantage. Oh, and beyond just custom support agents, I have to give a quick shout out to two other really powerful tools they offer. First is Pariksha Ki Tayari, which is an adaptive, privacy-first AI exam prep platform that gives real-time feedback to students and institutions. Really cool stuff. And then for the corporate side, they have a context-aware enterprise email AI tool. This handles all that tedious template personalization and compliance controls totally automatically. If you have a sales team doing this manually right now, this tool is literally going to become their new best friend. Let's look at their 3 pillars of service. Because, you know, raw software rarely actually succeeds without a solid, holistic deployment strategy. Step 1 is AI strategy. This is about figuring out exactly where AI actually makes sense for your specific business. Because, newsflash, not everything needs AI. Step 2 is AI automation. And we aren't talking about some theoretical, dragged-out 6-month IT project. This is practical workflow automation using over 400 triggers to connect with tools you're probably already using: Zapier, NN, Slack, Salesforce, Razorpay, the whole shebang. Finally, step 3 is AI support. This means deploying an omni-channel presence across WhatsApp, the web, voice, and even Instagram DMs, complete with dashboards that show your exact deflection rates and customer satisfaction scores in real time. Moving right along to trust and compliance. Listen, if you are a scaling Series A to C Indian company or maybe a mid-market healthcare network, data security is going to be your board's very first question. That is why being fully DPDP Act 2023 compliant is just not optional anymore. Patience AI actually integrates robust security measures directly into the platform itself. This includes PII redaction, which basically means any personally identifiable information is completely scrubbed, along with incredibly strict role-based access controls to make sure your data never ends up in the wrong hands. And they are highly opinionated about security. Listen to this direct quote. Every customer ships with an evaluation harness, every agent has guardrails, and every workflow is auditable end to end. I mean, that is exactly what you want to hear, right? It shows an ironclad engineering commitment to safety, rather than just fluffy marketing speak. You can trace exactly what the AI did, exactly why it did it, and easily prove the whole thing to an auditor. All right, let's talk about the math and pricing. And really quickly, before we jump into the tiers, it's worth noting they offer a very sensible 4-week paid pilot for 1,049,000 rupees. It's a great way to actually prove the ROI in your own specific environment before fully committing.
So the plans build logically across 3 main tiers. The starter plan is super accessible at 24,999 rupees a month, which gets you one AI agent handling up to 10,000 conversations across 2 different channels. Now, the real sweet spot for most scaling companies is the growth plan at 74,999 rupees a month. That bumps you up to 5 agents, 50,000 conversations, and actually includes that incredible voice AI we talked about earlier. And of course, if you're operating at massive scale, the enterprise plan is fully custom, offering unlimited agents and dedicated infrastructure.
And here is the ultimate punchline of this entire explainer. Just look at this comparison. Hiring 10 human support agents at an average of 30,000 rupees each is going to cost your business roughly 3 lakh every single month. Plus, humans need to sleep, right? They take weekends off, they have bad days, they get sick. Contrast that with the Patience AI Growth Plan. At just 74,999 a month, it works 24/7, handles 50,000 conversations flawlessly, and literally never takes a sick day. Like the source material highlights, the math here basically just writes itself. Which leaves us with this final, somewhat provocative thought. Your competition has already started using these tools, have you? Look, if you are running a business in India right now and you aren't leveraging structured, measurable AI to eliminate that manual bloat, you're honestly already falling behind. The tools are finally here, and more importantly, they're actually built specifically for the Indian market. Its languages, its scale, and its strict compliance rules. So if this explainer sparked your curiosity even a little bit, you really owe it to your bottom line to head over to patienceai.in and explore exactly what a governed AI command center can do for your team. Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive. Keep learning, and I will see you in the next explainer.